Hi guys, it's Caitlin. If it is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If not, welcome back. Today, I'm going to be doing my super quick, easy 10-minute makeup routine. First things first, I always start every day with serums before I put on my makeup. Today I used the Ordinary Niacinamide, and then I used SKINCEUTICALS CE FERULIC. And of course, on top of it, always a sunscreen. I do have a history of skin cancer, so I'm a big proponent of sun care, sunscreen, sun protection. I love the Soleil TOJOURS. This is their SPF 30 mineral sunscreen. I do my serums, let them soak in for a minute, and then bam, on with the sunscreen. Next up, primer. So today I'm going to be using the NEUTROGENA Healthy Skin Primer. I also love the MERCIER Foundation Primer. Next up, I do eyes. I love these Mercier eye makeup sticks, CAVIAR sticks, and I have them in a bunch of different colors. I'm gonna be starting out with Vanilla Kiss as just sort of a base on my lids here. So I just kind of mush a little bit of white and then just lightly blend it onto my lid. Next up, I'm using the Metallic Taupe. This is a really pretty gold color. I focus this just in the center of my lid and I kind of go up vertically in the center, and then I blend that out as well. I'm going in with the Chanel eyeshadow in Contour Clair. And this is just a really pretty brown, neutrally pencil that I use to sort of accentuate my crease in here. So I do a little bit of color in the crease and then I blend that as well. And this just adds like a bit of dimension. I'm also going to use a little bit more right along my lash line and then a baby amount right underneath where my lashes are. Next up, our little buddy, the eyelash curler. Do a curl. And now I'm gonna go in and do my foundation. So I love the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is shade 128. This is my ride or die. Also ride or die for a wet beauty blender, but this is not actually a beauty blender. This is a faux beauty blender that I get on Amazon for less than $5, and I swear by them. I've tried so many different ones, and this is the one that I love, that I feel like is the closest to the original at a fraction of the cost. I just put foundation directly onto the beauty blender, and I always start in the middle of my face at my nose because that needs the most coverage, and I blend out. Always bring it down a little bit onto your neck so that you don't have a line. Next, I go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Foundation. This is another drugstore fave of mine. I can tell you it's a slightly darker shade than I am in the Fit Me. I saw celebrity makeup artist Patti Dubroff do a tutorial makeup for us. She said that she always uses 2 shades of foundation. She has a lighter one in the center of the face and then a darker one that instead of heavy contouring, she just lightly sort of shades the edges. Blend. The last thing that you want is to have like dark and light and like dark and light. It's just, you know, you want everything to blend seamlessly. And a little bit on the sides of my nose as well. Easy. Done. So next I want to set my foundation, yes, before I do blush or highlighter or anything, because I don't really want the setting powder that I'm going to use to dim out my cheeks. Sometimes I will go back over my cheeks if they're too strong with a little setting powder, but initially I don't want that. Holy grail of setting powder, which anyone will tell you who does makeup, is the Mercier translucent setting powder. I have both the original and the Glow, which has a little bit of a shimmer. I use this more at night. I have the standard just powder, which I go in again with my damp beauty blender and lightly tap into. I'll go anywhere, like especially under my eyes that I want to stay, my nose, just to make sure everything sets and is matte. Definitely on my T-zone where I'm worried about getting oily. And then in the day, the Glow powder, which as you can see has a little more color to it and does have a little bit of shimmer. I go in where I would do highlight and I set those parts like there, the tip of my nose, right here above my lips. We'll let that sit or bake, if you will. I don't always bake. Sometimes I use a smaller amount and I just lightly tap it in. But if I have the extra time, I'll let it sit for a second and then just dust it off. It's been sitting a bit now. We're just gonna go in with this also a Mercier brush and dust away the powder that I put, get it all off. And now we are ready to go in and do a little cheek work. This is my new favorite product of all time. I cannot recommend this enough. The Glossier Cloud Paint in the color Haze. And this is like my new ride or die. I did not realize how much of a difference blush made until I I started using this and I was like, what the heck have I actually been doing my entire life? I don't know. It has a tube like this and it's very liquidy. Barely let any come out. I do like a little drop and I go in with this stippling brush. This is a MAC brush. Just take a baby amount off the top and smile and go in and put it on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it out. Patti Dubroff, also I'll link the blog post here because I have amazing tips that I learned in this makeup session with her. But she said be sure when you're putting blush, always do it on the apples of your cheeks and don't get it too close to your nose and don't get it too close to your eye. So you need very little of this product. A little bit goes a long way. And like I said, if I do too much, I'll go back in with the setting powder and just kind of go over it and that does dim it a little bit. Next I go in with, this is a Laura Mercier blush in the color Fresco and I actually use it as a little bit of a bronzer. This is a Chanel blush brush. I need to clean all my makeup brushes. Always dust it off, you never want too much. And I go right under my cheekbone here and just add a little bit extra dimension underneath that blush that I added. A little bit up here and on the sides of my face. I also will do a baby bit on the side of my nose. Next, my two favorite highlighting products. I love the Laura Mercier highlighters. This is Indiscretion. It's a really pretty rose gold, usually with the same little stippling brush that I did for my haze. And I just dust, look at that, wow. Wowie kazowie, just dust the top of my cheeks a little bit. I mean, look at this side glow versus this side. It's like, wowie, no wowie. There will be wowie, there it is. There it is, my friends. Just a smidge, just a baby smidge. And then I do a baby little smidge on the tip of my nose and then a baby little smidge above my lips. I'm gonna go in and do my lashes and my brows. We're almost done. I love lash primers. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous base. This is a lash primer. Just do a light coat of this. I'm actually almost out of this, so you're not even seeing the full potential of this product. It does make a difference for me with my lashes. Let that sit for a second. You don't want to do wet mascara on wet primer. Just let it sit for literally like 30 seconds. Just chill. But I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm using this Chanel mascara today, but to me, honestly, I think that the key to mascara is just having it fresh. I like a drugstore Maybelline mascara just as great as I like this Chanel, but it can't really go longer than like 6 weeks for me. I feel like the second that it gets dried out, it's just a no-go. I do my mascara before my liner. I feel like if I do my liner first, it sometimes makes my lashes get wonky and clump together. And this way, I just allow my mascara time to dry before I go in with my liner. And I feel like, you know, as long as it's dry and the brows aren't smearing, the lashes aren't smearing everywhere, I prefer to sort of rest my eyeliner tip in between my lid and my lashes. For daytime, and most of the time, to be honest with you, I do not put mascara on my bottom lashes. While that dries, I'm gonna go in and do my brows with my Precisely My Brow. This is from Benefit. I've tried a lot of brow pencils. I've tried the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I used that one for a long time, but the end always breaks off. I tried the thicker Anastasia one, which I did not like. I also like the NYX brow pencil. This is a great budget alternative to this, but if you have the extra to spend, this one does make a difference in my opinion. Trying to see if they look even. This one's always a little thicker for me. They're sisters, not twins, right? That's what they say. Then I go in with the Glossier Boy Brow. Mine is very used. And this is like a colored gel that just kind of helps set and thicken the brow a bit. Now is the time I go in with the liner. I have recently fallen in love with this Stila Stay All Day waterproof liner. It is a felt tip that looks like a marker. And I love it. Up until this point, I was always using the NYX matte liquid liner, which I also really like, but the Stila wins it for me. You go into this little spot right where your lid meets your lashes, and I kind of press it in, starting at my pupil and working outward. And then I go in a little bit, very thin with the baby tip, the babyest line. And I don't go all the way in here unless it's nighttime. So I kind of stop where the majority of my lashes stop, right about here. This guy is my new best friend. This is a lash comb. It's curled, if you can see that. I just recently got this on Amazon. I'll link it below for you guys, but I just literally put it in and comb out my lashes. Last but not least, our lips. I personally like to do my lips almost every day. My upper lip is smaller than my bottom lip. It does have more surface space, but you usually can't see it unless I line it. I'm a big lover of lip lining, and I always tend to overline. This is the NYX lip pencil, and the shade is Natural. I really like these Revlon COLORSTAY Overtime liquid lips. They just stay all day. They stay overtime. If I want longevity, this is a really neutral shade, Endless Spice. I'll just go over my whole lip. As you can see, it's almost the same color as my natural lip color, just a bit richer. And the next thing I learned from Patti is to layer lipsticks and don't do thick layers. So I'm going in now with the Decorte BE 801. I love this lipstick brand. They are so soft. It's Japanese based. Look at this color. I love colors that are like my natural lip, but just a little bit enhanced. Pat this, set it with my finger, and then I'll go over with the gloss that's in the Revlon set. Because this stuff can be a bit drying, but this will stay all day. Really want it to stay all day. I love the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Basically, start to finish, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to see more beauty, home decor, mindset, lifestyle videos from my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.